The 8 News Now investigators were the first news outlet in town to examine UNLV's reaction to the Trump administration's crackdown on DEI. Now, earlier today, the U.S. Department of Education announcing it's investigating the university for failing to comply with those new regulations. Kyle Payne been all over this story. Kyle's live in studio. Big update now since that first report.
Brian, since the last hour, UNLV telling the 8 News Now investigators that 3 former UNLV professors were participants of a mentoring program known as the Ph.D Project. And apparently that got the attention of the Trump administration. 2 of those professors are now gone. Another was a victim of last year's deadly shooting at UNLV. Now, this investigation comes less than 2 weeks after UNLV's president, Keith Whitfield, abruptly resigned. A lot going on at the college. We reported that next day, some of the State Board of Regents were frustrated with Whitfield over budget issues. In January, we investigated the university's hiring practices and whether they conflict with President Trump's plans to do away with the university's DEI hiring. And former President Whitfield and I had a pretty good exchange back then.
We didn't become one of the most diverse campuses in the country through a DEI program. It was just who we are, and we're a place of opportunity. And so with the things that are coming, from the White House, and they've changed a couple of times, we're going to figure out ways in which we can make sure that every student actually feels like they get the opportunities that they need to have.
This issue was something President Trump campaigned on, is now making good on, and the news of the investigation today comes exactly a month after the Federal Office of Civil Rights sent a letter to colleges and universities outlining the use of race in hiring and admissions. In addition to UNLV's statement, the State Board of Higher Ed gave me a statement just a few minutes ago, and we're putting both on our website, Brian.
That'll be over at 8newsnow.com. Now, the federal investigation into UNLV also includes about 50 other public and private colleges and their graduate programs. Incoming Secretary of Education Linda McMahon said, quote, students must be assessed according to merit and accomplishment and not prejudged by the color of their skin, end of quote.